What's good, everybody? This is your boy BAJ, and this is I Be Fishing TV. Let's go. Started this YouTube channel so I can fill you guys in on a little bit of tips and tricks on how I fish here in the Northern Virginia area. I'm located in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and one of the main rivers we have around here is the Rappahannock. Literally, the Rappahannock is right behind my house. Multiple different parks I can go to, and I love fishing all of them in this area. So if you guys are ever in Fredericksburg, VA, visit the Rappahannock, Old Mill Park, the city dock is up and down the whole river. It's just a great place. Hop Yard Farm, that's further in King George area, not far from me, about 15-20 minutes. The Rappahannock offers a great variety of fish, from smallmouth bass to largemouth bass, to channel catfish, blue catfish, anything you can imagine. Shad, stripers, they come running up during the spring, and man, I'm gonna tell you what, you have a great time. White perch, big white perch, you guys will love fishing it. So I'm gonna go over a little bit of tackle on what I use. Specifically right now for the fall. I'm gonna go over a few of the baits on what I use for the fall and get back with you guys. Let's get started with the baits. Prop it up here. Alright, pretty sure you guys can see what I got happening. Alright, so first things first. I love fishing grubs. Big grubs. Oh, and you guys peep the official I Be Fishing TV apparel. Look at that. This works, especially if you're balling on a budget like myself. When you're a brand new YouTuber, you ain't got all the funds and everything that you big timers out there got to get all the official hoodies and all that. So this is mine, right? Look at that. A Sharpie works for everything, including kids coloring on walls and stuff. And I got 4 of those little boys running around in the house right now. But hey, anyway. So first, back to what I was saying. I love fishing grubs. I'm a big time grub fisherman. I guess you want to call it that. So I have a box full of bass grubs, big grubs, and a couple of them are actually ocean grubs that work just as well in freshwater as they do in saltwater. And I'm gonna show you some of those. Alright, so fall colors. What I like to use during the fall around this time is dark colors, like a lot of natural colors, because right now the bass, specifically in the river, are feeding on a lot of bait fish grays, watermelon colors, colors like this right here, the brown, grays, a lighter color browns, the watermelons, like just different, all natural colors. Remember the bluegill, baitfish, anything like that, man, they're tearing up. You can even throw a white, they'll hit that also. Me, I throw what I feel the fish are gonna bite, then I'll switch out based on whether the bite is hot or it's not. They also, chartreuse. Love that. With the fleck in them. Right there, boom, they'll eat that. But right now, what's hot, from my experience, is that smoked shad gray color. Pinks, they'll hit that. You Texas rig that and drag it on the bottom, they're gonna kill that. So right now is a perfect time for grub fishing. Texas rig, dragging on the bottom, and they just letting it have, just letting the baits have it. Also, a lot of luck on swim baits. Swim baits, natural color swim bait, mimic a bait fish, got the bullet weight, the weedless hook, drag that, roll it real slow on the bottom, suspended, they'll tear it up. So right now what I'm gonna do is show you guys on how to tie, how I tie my rig up. I'm gonna do a lot of videos like this here and there I mainly want to get on the water and show you guys, you know what I'm saying, the Rappahannock and what kind of fish you can pull up out of there. Can't guarantee every video is going to be a fish catch. That's why they call it fishing. They don't call it catching, ladies and gentlemen. So we gonna definitely see what we got happening here. You know, sometimes you go out there and catch them all. Sometimes you go out there and catch one, maybe two. It's just all depend on the bite. You know what I'm saying? And just finding out where the fish are and what they're interested in. So first thing, at the regular old bullet weight. And this is how I set up a Texas rig grub, if I haven't said that already. I'm gonna need Tstops. Tstops are great, man. Whoever created these, thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Tstops are set up so the weight does not slide up and down on your line whenever you hook up a Texas rig. You're just sliding up, clanging, you know what I'm saying, going up high, and then, you know, you want it to stay flush with your bait and bring it in. That way it doesn't, like, you know, make the bait look kind of unnatural with all the bouncing. It's crazy. But standard tie, you can use whatever type of knot you use. If you like to do polymer knots, go right on the head. Whatever you like. I'm not one of those guys that's gonna make this confusing. Just simple. Trying to share a little bit of knowledge that I know about fishing. Been fishing since I was 2. Not a professional, but at the same time, I like to feel that I feel that I have a little bit of knowledge as far as fishing goes, and you know, knowing what I'm doing. So we're gonna throw this one on here. You got your Fat Albert grub by Zoom. You're gonna take, put that bad boy in about right there. Gonna bring it up. Boom, that's simple. But we're not done yet. We gotta add the Tstop on there. Now you see how it slides up and down. You don't want that. So that's where the Tstop comes into play. And the hole up top, Tstop looks like that. This is a great deal to get. If you guys don't have any, go buy some. Especially if you fish a Texas rig. You're gonna put that Tstop in there. Gonna pull it tight. Good old shears. Cut that piece off. The bottom off. Now it's stationary. So we're gonna slide that down. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it takes a lot to move that. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna stay like that forever. When you're throwing, it may slip up a little bit, but all you gotta do is just grab it, pull it back down, and get the casting again. That right there is a perfect bait for the fall here in the Fredericksburg area, out in the Rappahannock. These fish love these grubs. Slow dragging on the bottom, they love it, man. And it works great for me, and I hope it do the same for you. Now to get to my, kind of pole I use. I always use a medium action pole. I have one that's 6'6", and I have one that's 7 foot. Spin cast. I also have bait caster. I love bait casters. I'm gonna do a video I think everybody can relate to when it comes to a bait caster reel. And I'm gonna show everybody the correct way on how to throw a bait caster. Listen to what I'm saying. The correct way on how to throw a bait caster. Like I said, I have some knowledge of fishing. I feel like I have a lot of knowledge of fishing, but I feel all the ways that all the other YouTubers have been showing how to throw a bait caster, it's all wrong. So I'm gonna show you the right way because it's something you guys are leaving out. That's in some videos that are soon to come. So what I got right here is a Shakespeare Excursion spin cast rod. Now, this is a cheap rod, $18.99 or something like that at Walmart. But I can tell you what, it's probably one of the best fishing rods that I've used. Graphite, it's got a nice little backbone to it. It works great. I've caught a nice bit of fish off of it, and I had it paired up with an Abu Garcia Silver Max spin cast reel. This reel is $30, $29.99, $30. But I bought these for $8 at Walmart on clearance. But I'm gonna tell you what, this I will stick with Abu Garcia's product because this is probably one of the best spin reels that I've owned. I got a couple of them, and they did a great job designing this reel. I'm talking about it's durable, and 5:1-to-1 gear ratio, and it's a very reliable fishing reel. 10-pound test on it, mono. That's all I really fish is with mono. I mean, I'll use spider wire or something. Like I grew up using spider wire and stuff, and I just gravitate towards mono a little bit better. But hey, fishing is not as difficult as what a lot of people make it seem. Like you gotta have all this expensive gear and all that. You really don't. Like I said, because you see, I'm balling on a budget. So I like to get quality stuff for cheap. That's how I fish. That's what I like to go out there and spend. I got a decent amount of tackle, and I never buy tackle that I'm not going to use. Some people have a boatload of tackle and just have stuff piled up everywhere and never use it. I use everything that I have. So that's that. Like I said, just to give you a little review on what I use my setup. Like I said, 10-pound mono, Shakespeare Excursion rod, Abu Garcia Silver Max 40 spin cast reel, and you good to go, man. That's all you need. And like I said, all together, this combination, I got one to 7 feet also. This combination is what cost me 40, will be, you're not gonna find it on clearance all the time at $8, but literally 48 bucks. Between 48, 50 bucks, we have a decent setup. Cord candle, great combination, and it works well for me. I only speak for myself, but it works well for me. I won't steer you guys in the wrong direction. Also, Abu Garcia makes the Ultramax bait cast, good, very good quality fishing reel. Also, I have it paired with the Vengeance. Abu Garcia rod, very good rod, medium solid backbone though. To get them out the weeds if you're fishing in the weeds. 10-pound test on this also. The highest I go is 12. 12 is always, between 10 and 12 always work good for me. If I'm fishing for crappies or anything, 6, And I fish for crappie on my bass reels. I don't have a specific crappie pole. I love fishing, bass fishing, so that's what I try to stick with. And like I said, quality reels for a cheap price that's not gonna break the bank. And like I said, that's gonna conclude my review, my official introduction to YouTube on baits I use for the fall. The main bait, I can't say baits, the main bait that I use, during the fall. Like I said, the smoke shad, the grubs, Fat Albert grubs. Man, shout out to Zoom. Shout out to Abu Garcia. They make great baits, and like I said, this is my channel, man. And like I said, I appreciate it. And forgive me if I'm, not as, out there flashy like a lot of these fishermen. I'm just getting started. This is me, and yeah. Stay tuned for more. Like I said, you catch me making some films. More films, bringing them to you guys, and yeah, stay with me.